Welcome back to the Alpha Plug channel, your hub for fight news and pop culture news around the world. My name is Techno, and I'm here with the one, the only, Alex Stein. Thanks for coming on, Alex.
Well, thank you, Techno. Pimp on a Blimp is here to do this interview. I've been training for this fight, and I'm happy that you have some interest in it because I'm about to shock the world, Techno.
Thank you. It's your boxing debut. How is your training gone, and how excited are you to get in that ring?
Well, I'm eager to get in the ring, to be honest, Techno. I've been thinking about it constantly, but to be real, I've only been training for about 6 weeks, and I've only been really just doing some boxing classes, nothing too intense. I have very sparred very little, just a little, just almost a little practice sparring. But I'm really been picking up my training the past 2 weeks. And then this weekend, I'm planning on flying to Miami, Florida to train with Jorge Masvidal for a few days. So that should really tune me up, hopefully.
Oh, going to Jorge Masvidal will definitely be good. That guy can use his hands.
Yes, he can. Hopefully, I can learn something from him and he doesn't beat me up too bad because I know he's going to beat me up a little bit. Hopefully, he'll show me some mercy.
Well, it's game bred. I don't think he'll show much mercy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. I don't think he's going to show a ton, and I'm bigger than him, so they're going to try to beat me up just because I'm the bigger guy.
Mm.
But I'm really excited for the fight. I probably should be doing more training, but I have been exercising. Like I'm in shape, but I'm at 226 right now. I want to try to get down to like 215, try to lose like 10 pounds, and be right around 215 when I fight in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely doable to lose 10 in a few weeks because I've seen people lose. I've heard people like losing like pounds in days, and I imagine you can definitely get down to the weight limit in a few weeks' time because the card's not
Oh,
until the 22nd.
Oh yeah, I'm not even worried about that. I'm just talking about more just so I want to be leaner, so I'm a little, just my conditioning is better, so I don't get as tired because with this fight, even though it's a short fight, it's only 3 rounds. I mean, I want to knock him out at the very beginning, but I also plan on, let him punch me a few times. Why not? I know that sounds crazy, but I want to get in there and throw some bows, have a good fight. And I think what's going to win it for me personally, and I don't know how experienced of a fighter he is, but I do have pretty good endurance. So I think that will be, my saving grace, whether it's the end of the first round or the second round or the third round.
Okay. How much do you know about your opponent, Modine, going into this fight?
Not a lot, not a lot. I know that he's kind of a troll like myself. I'm famous for calling AOC, who's a very famous politician here, a congresswoman named Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I called her a big booty Latina, and she was very offended by that and made a bunch of videos calling me out. But it actually ended up making me a lot more popular. But I know Modine has had kind of weird, awkward interactions as well as famous celebrities like I Show Speed. I believe he kissed on the cheek. And I think he's had some funny interactions with John Cena. So we kind of are known for acting like goofballs. And I lean into that. I have a show on the Blaze, a talk show, comedic talk show. So I am a comedian and entertainer first and foremost. And I think Modine is kind of similar in that, he likes to stir the pot.
Makes sense. Any any publicity is good publicity, I guess, in a way.
That's what they say. It's the old cliche.
How excited are you to introduce yourself to the influencer boxing scene on the big stage on one of the biggest boxing promotions in influencer boxing?
Well, honestly, I'm really excited, but I'm also I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I'm realizing that if I do well in this boxing match, I won't have to do more techno. So, which is a good thing. I mean, I will do more if it is a good outcome, obviously, but it's like, I didn't expect this. I was a high school football player, captain of my football team. That's basically where my athletic career died in high school. And, just, I didn't really have much of a college football career. I tried and then couldn't make it, hardly at all. So my point being is I loved athletics, but I guess my athletic career didn't end up like I wanted it to end up. I mean, I guess I wish I would have gone to the NFL or was a great college football player. So for me, this is kind of fun because now I get to go out and compete again. I mean, I'm not going to be like a professional boxer necessarily, but now uh I'm my trajectory has changed where I win this fight, then I'm gonna get another fight, and then maybe after that I get another fight. So it's fun. I get to compete again. So I would have never thought. It's very unexpected, long story short.
You're one of the three fights on the Happy Punch prelims. What does this platform mean to you? And do you see yourself boxing again, win, lose, or draw?
Well, if I lose, I don't know if anybody will want me to box again, but yeah, it just kind of depends on how I feel physically. I'm tough and I'm also dumb, so I think that is a good combination for more fights. And I like the challenge in life. I think you're a young man, but one piece of advice, and I'm not a role model at all, but it is important in life to set goals. Because once you achieve a goal, even if it's a small goal, I want to lose a little bit of weight, or I want to do better at this, or I want to perform there, or I want to save this and go on this, I want to go on a trip, I want to save up money to buy a car. I think goals are important, really important in life. So doing these boxing matches kind of give me a goal, something to train for, something to motivate myself to do better. So I really enjoy that. I like that aspect.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely say like if I want a role model, I'll probably look more to my mum. But I will say this
Yeah.
though, I have done a little bit of research. You're nearly old enough. You're like old enough to be my dad. Like
Well, you're a little kid. Yes, I'm
I'm
a pimp
I
on a blimp. I'm old enough to be a lot of kids' dads, Tech now.
I turned 18 in November last year, so and I did some research. You're 36, I believe.
That is correct. That is correct. I would have been 18 when I had you. I would have been a teen father. Yes, it would have been possible for me to have you. Yes.
But look,
And I
let's
have
be
I have 5 or 6 kids that I don't pay child support for anything because I have such good semen that I used to donate it to science. And I actually got in trouble for donating it to too many women, and too many women got pregnant with my seed, and now they want alimony. So
okay. That's actually quite interesting when you think about it, because usually I've always looked at that as if just you donate semen to couples who can't have kids because of fertility issues or like for both men and women. But I didn't know that you actually get in a lot of trouble for that.
well, if you do it too much, yeah. Yeah. And lie on the forums. I was lying on a lot of the forums saying I was different ethnicity and different race. And I lied about my college education, just a few small things like that. But yeah, it's very frowned upon.
Another quick question about Modine. Have you spoken to him or seen any of his videos? Like, what do you think of his content?
Well, his content's wild. I like it. It's kind of similar in some of the stuff that I do. I think I have a wide array of stuff that I do, but it's similar in the confrontational style. And then I followed him on a bunch of platforms on Instagram and Twitter, and he's followed me back. And we haven't really messaged. Like if I'll send him a message, like I want him to come on my show. And I've been talking to like an intermediary who runs his Twitter, but on his Instagram, he hasn't sent me one message yet, but he has like I've called him out on my Instagram stories, and he's done like a happy face or like a thumbs up. He's emojied my stuff, but he hasn't actually sent me a message yet.
Okay. Say now, July 22nd, you get your hand raised and you win the fight. What's next for yourself?
Well, I'm gonna have to call somebody out, and I've been thinking about who I'm gonna call out, and I'm not gonna announce that on this show, Tech, but I
Oh.
will be calling somebody out for sure. I'll tell you that much straight away into the microphone. I'm calling somebody out. You see my hand? Look at this. I just got out of the ice. Those are just my
Oh,
knuckles. Yeah, just from boxing. I have to ice it because I have been training, but I mean, I've probably only done, you know, 2 weeks, 15 probably classes, boxing classes or training sessions. I need to do a lot more than that, but I'll get another, 10 or 15 in before the fight.
well, thanks for letting us know about calling someone out because you've just given us a title now.
Wait, say what's the title going to be? Alex Stein calls somebody out.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Um, have you had a chance to look at the rest of the card? Who stands out for you on that card?
Well, I like Brandon Herrera. He's a cool guy that I follow, but honestly, a lot of the other influencers on the card, I don't know because even though they say I'm right wing conservative, I'm really a little more in the middle than the media will paint me out to be. But I am in a political atmosphere with a lot of my humors, and I notice that a lot of these other people probably aren't in that political realm as much, so I'm not as familiar with them. Well, can you tell me a little bit about some of the big names that are on the card, Tech?
Yes. Dean the Great. He's got a mystery opponent. We don't know who it is. Dean the Great is considered one of the greatest influencer boxers right now because he's
Wow.
won a lot of his fight and he's a champion. You've got um and you've got B Dave and you got who fought against Luis Alcaraz Pineda and lost unfortunately, but he then teamed
But
up
he let
with
he got to fight again. So you think if I lost, I could still potentially see if I lose, I'll probably have to retire. But if I win, I'll have to fight again. I think that's a position I'm kind of in.
well, as someone who's in the influencer boxing community, I can tell you this: one of our boxers, Deji, who's actually the younger brother of the Misfits CEO KSI, he before he fought on Misfits 001 and got his first win, he had three losses.
Oh wow.
So like there's plenty of opportunity even if you lose. Like if you lose, it might lose a bit of stock, but you could still improve on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Um, Here's my last question, and this one's going to be a bit personal. I want you to look into your camera and just say, what's your final message for your opponent, Modine?
My final message for Modine is this. I'm primetime 99. I'm a pimp on a blimp. I got one speed. That's full speed. When you get in the ring with me, you're getting in the ring with a monster. You're getting in the ring with a deranged lunatic that will show you no mercy from the ringing of the bell to the 10 count after you're knocked out. And after the fight, I'll hug you. You can kiss me on the cheek. You can do all that. But once we get in between that ring, leather straps, it is going to be like Hiroshima and Nagasaki because I'm going to go full nuclear on your ass. And I don't want to have to do it. But you've left me no choice, Modi. Because in that ring, it will be kill or be killed. And I will walk out of there champion. And unfortunately for you, you will walk out of there a humiliated loser.
I don't think you need to say any more there. I think you got your thoughts out quite clear. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Techno from Alpha Plug. Thank you, Alex, for coming on and giving us your time. You got anything else you want to say?
Watch my show, Prime Time with Alex Stein. It's on YouTube. It's on the Blaze TV. Come on, I'm a pimp on a blimp. Come watch the show. And I think Modine will be coming on not this week, but next. So that should be a good interview.
It should be. Thank you everybody for watching. Links to all our socials will be in the description. Follow at Alpha Plug, and we'll see you on the next interview. Goodbye.